All right, in Better Hair, we are tackling the tough subject of hair loss among women.
Yeah, we want to thank our Better contributor, Renee DiNino, for opening up about her very emotional struggle with hair loss, and Jay Roberts at Blades International Salon for showing us some of the solutions out there for women.
It was pretty devastating. My self-esteem was at an all-time low.
You know Renee for her beautiful smile and warm personality on TV and on the radio. But she wasn't feeling very good about herself behind the scenes.
I think so many women struggle with this, but they struggle with thinning hair in silence, and you were doing the same thing even while you were on TV?
I know, and I haven't really talked about it publicly because it was so personal and private, but for many years when I would fill in on the morning show or even coming on to Better Connecticut and then hosting the events that I do with iHeartRadio, I had so many bald spots and thinning hair that it was a struggle. Like, I would tease my hair, cover the spots, even filling in the morning show. A lot of times people would say, how come you never turn your head to the side? Well, I was worried that the camera or the light would glimpse my bald spot.
Renee started to lose her hair after she had to have 3 major eye surgeries and was put on steroids.
I just wanted to just stop doing everything. Like, I wouldn't even go out. If it wasn't for work, I wouldn't go out to dinner with my husband. I wouldn't really go anywhere because I was embarrassed of the way that I looked, and I felt completely unattractive. And it was really emotional, very emotional.
Despite her feelings, she had to push through for her job. Renee is doing better now since she's off the meds, but still has thinning areas.
I have a receding hairline right here, and so a lot of times people say, get your bangs out of your eyes. I think it's a comfort thing for me to have my bangs this way because I have to sort of cover, it's my comb over, if you will, to cover my receding hairline here. But, and Jay can actually speak to this, but I've had bald spots in the back of my head and on the side of my head, and just, when I would put my hair in a ponytail, it would be just I had no hair, literally no hair. And
there are vitamins and products that can help, but Renee has allergies and is super sensitive, so wasn't able to try that route.
What is this crazy solution that everyone's going to want to know about?
So first and foremost, I have to thank Jay at Blade Salon because he changed my life. I'm crying over hair. I know people have so many things that are wrong in their lives.
Hair is real. It's a real thing for people.
It's a real thing, especially a female. And, he always would build up my confidence coming in. But he's like, girl, you got to try extensions. And I'm like, extensions? I can't get a weave. I don't know even how. And all I could think about was Bo Derek and braids. I'm like, I don't know if I could do that.
But she could. And tape-in extensions ended up being the solution she so desperately wanted.
I use these tape-ins, no resins, no glues. It does not touch her scalp, and it won't hurt the hair that she has on her head. And they're very simple to maintain as long as you explain to the guest this is what you need to do in order to achieve the look.
So they're in there right now?
So they're in here right now. Here's one right here on the side. And you can see it's just a series of tapes. And they're taped in to her hair in a pattern that allows her to have her natural hair and this hair falter in together so they blend out.
They actually gave me a little bit of my confidence back because, I have my hair back.
Her hair can still grow at the same time and get back to where it needs to be once she's finished her medications. And she has these touched up about every 8 weeks. Sometimes she even goes a little bit longer, almost 10 to 12 weeks. So it just depends on the person's hair. They last.
And you can wash your hair and be normal and go swimming or whatever?
I do my life.
There are other solutions to try, too. Medications can cause hair loss, but so can stress, hormones, and heredity. Jay shows us some products that can help.
Mild shampoos and conditioners, or products that enrich the hair, okay? Or that make the hair fatter and thicker as far as sprays and conditioners.
Do these really work? They fatten the hair?
They fatten the hair, they swell the cuticle up, and they put a coating on the outer part of the hair. So when you first shampoo, it goes onto the hair and it swells the cuticle, so it looks thicker in appearance.
You also have Rogaine, or the generic minoxidil.
You hear that women have a 2% and men have 5%. I don't think there's any reason why a woman can't use the 5%, and most doctors will recommend the 5%.
Jay says it's normal to lose about 100 hairs a day, but to prevent breakage and more loss, don't shampoo too frequently and use the right styling tools.
You don't want to comb it, and you don't want to use a regular brush. A wet brush, it has an open air here to it.
So there are also products that could really conceal and change the look of your hair.
Absolutely. Here's a great thickening product that you can spray onto the hair that's 100% vegan. There's a great thickening lotion and a dry shampoo that actually thickens the hair and gives it more body. And then something that we touched on with Renee, the powder. This is an awesome product for someone who has a small patch or something that's a little thinning. Go ahead, you can rub it right on.
It's just like eyeshadow, only it's meant to really stay on your hair.
Exactly.
Sometimes you use this to cover grays, but if you just put this right on the scalp, then it's not going to look as thin as it is.
Exactly.
Nourishing from the inside out helps too.
Biotin, I am crazy about that. Another product called Visical really works.
Renee's all smiles now and wants other women to know there's hope for hair loss.
I would hate people to feel the low self-esteem that I did. I wish there was a magic solution for that, but you can't help how you feel. But I want people to know that you can take steps to help yourself.
I just want to say a huge thank you to Renee for being so brave and open about a problem that affects so many women. So if you want to learn more about the hair loss solutions that we showed you, you can always visit Jay and his team at Blades International Salon. The salon is right on the Silestine Highway in Rocky Hill. It's right near Kohl's. You can also check them out online at bladesinternationalsalon.com, and they're on social media too. You'll find them on Facebook and Instagram.
Great.